Prince of Persia The Lost Crown is the latest iteration of the Prince of Persia franchise and a bit of a reboot as such. It takes place in Persia, just in case you didn't know, and you take control of a character called Sargon, who is a young warrior dude who is part of a group called the Immortals, and he must travel to a cursed city and rescue the kidnapped Prince Hassan. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Maybe it's Hassan. I do apologize. I'm English, not Persian. I'm so sorry. And there you go. That's effectively your story. I'm not going to go into it more than that. However, I do have to say that I do really enjoy Metroidvania games, so I am very glad that Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is Metroidvania. So as you progress through the story, you gain new abilities which will get you access into areas you could not previously reach. And graphically, the game looks good. It's got a good art style and whatnot. They went a bit more simplistic, and I'm happy with that. It looks good. It's available on pretty much every platform known to man. This is PlayStation 5 footage, and it runs really, really well. There's really cool cutscenes integrated in with the game as well. There's a lot of some decent voice acting. The enemy types are not super varied, but they are there. There's some really cool boss fights as well, and special abilities that you can gain. You can also equip different amulets which give you different abilities or skills or buffs or whatnot. You know the gist. You can only equip a few of them at a time. You do get the ability to equip more, and like I said, as the game progresses, you can unlock better stuff and etc, etc. The usual stuff. Now, although I do think this game is really cool, it's not too long, which is also another decent point, because I can't stand games that are like 45 million years long. I mean, I know some people have that kind of time, but as an older man, I just don't have that kind of time to spend. Essentially, this is a place within the story that is like, time is getting all messed up and weird, and you'll find people that, although to Sargon has been there for only a few minutes or a few hours, to them it's been years, and it's interesting. It's nothing new, nothing super duper original and whatnot, and there are puzzles that you can solve too, which is really cool. You can, like I said earlier, you can upgrade your weapons and whatnot, and the combat starts off quite simple, but as you progress, you'll be able to unlock a lot better combat ability moves, and depending on where you hold the left stick and what attack you're using depends on what kind of attack. So we'll go for a low attack, or maybe an uppercut into the air, or that kind of stuff. I do have to say, one minor nitpick I do have with the game is that you can't use the D-pad. What is that about? Alright, it's 2.5D, but it's 2D side-scrolling game. I cannot use the D-pad. I have to use the analog stick. That's bullcrap, in my opinion. I would rather use the D-pad for 2D games. I always do. And maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's a thing for you too. I quite like using the D-pad on those, on those kind of games. Feeling the use of an analog stick whilst playing a 2D game feels wrong and dirty to me, if I'm honest. Now, I do hope that they do. I think they are remaking or remastering the trilogy, like the Sands of Time, Warrior Within, and Two Thrones, and I do really hope that they do that, because I really do enjoy those games. They are really cool. But this Prince of Persia is a really good entry. It's also not 70 quid priced. I think full price here in the UK was like 45 quid. And I think that's reasonably priced for what this game is brand new. Of course, if you're still unsure, or you don't like 2D games, or you don't like Metroidvanias, I don't think this one is going to be for you at all in the slightest. It's not like the 3D hack and slash Prince of Persia's. It's gone back to 2D the same way Prince of Persia started back in the, early 90s, I think. And that original one was really hard. I used to play it on the computer at school during lunch breaks and stuff. It was really difficult. And they were old ass computers as well. I'm talking like you had to chuck coal in them to get them to work. That's how old they were. But let me know in the comments down below if you've checked this Prince of Persia out, or if you are just watching videos to see if you should get it. It is a good game. I do enjoy it. It's not, but again, similar to like my video with Avatar, it brings nothing super new to the genre, but it is a good game within the Metroidvania genre anyway. And if you're a Prince of Persia fan, hey, it's double the fun. But thank you very much for watching.
The Russia bar, was it? Your life ends here.
Not if yours ends first.